please keep your eyes closed. Place your palms upon your lap. As you begin the meditation, just pay attention to the breath. Then you breathe in and then exhale. Today we will have a primary meditation. So that's the first stage. We are going to hum the energies, particularly to the brain. I invite you to close your ears and the lips with the lower, the ring finger and the little finger. We close our eyes with the index finger and the mid finger. And then we breathe in and then we hum and we massage every cell in the brain. It can be so helpful both for concentration and memory and for activating the brain cells. So let's breathe in and then we hum. Last time. You may bring your hands back and place them once again upon the lap. It's always helpful that you have your back straight along with the neck and the head. We are going to continue humming, and as you hum, I invite you to pay attention to particular parts of the body where the mind can activate the cells where you focus your attention, directing your eyes. So watch the front portion of your eye, of your brain, the place that is inside the forehead. As you watch that place, particularly if you can visualize your brain, it is helpful, the front portion of your brain. Let me breathe in and then we hum. Now we pay attention to the back of the brain. We are able to visually see that part of the brain, mind gets relaxed, and the brain cells get activated, energized. So while paying attention to that place, we breathe in and then we count. humming and breathing out, it is helpful that we pay attention. We hum using the energy around the lips rather than the throat. Throat can create sometimes coughing. So try to shift the attention from the throat to the place around the lips. Now we pay attention to the right side of the brain and then we hum. Last time. Now we are going to pay attention to the left side of the brain. So visualize that part of the brain. And it's helpful, the louder you hum, the better, because our mind gets easily distracted. But if there is sound that comes into that place along with your breath energy, the mind gets relaxed and the place gets activated. And if there are any blocks that are there, that can get opened up. So maybe pay attention to the left side of the brain, and we breathe in and we hum. Last time. We pay attention to the brain stem now. In yogic understanding, this is one of the meditations that can bring in healing, particularly because of that sound that we as infants have heard and felt soothed. We are doing something to the earliest of memories. Pay attention to the brain stem that creates a lot of reactionary responses from us. So we pay attention to the brain stem, we breathe in and then hum to activate the energy. Last time. I invite you now to pay attention to the base of the neck. It's one of the centers, we call it purification center. So we pay attention to the base of the neck. And then we breathe in and hum. shift our focus from the base of the neck. Then we focus now newly the attention on the center in between the base of the neck and the heart center. So we pay attention to that place and we know that there is an emotion, kind of a field of energy. We want to activate that energy field. So we breathe in and then we come. Last time. Now we move from that center to the heart center. Center that connects to all the emotional energies within us. Some consider this emotional energy center having more electromagnetic field than that of the brain. So we pay attention to the struggles that we have and the energies that are negative or positive, and we bring our eyes attention to the center of the heart, and then we breathe into that center. Last time. We shift our focus now from the heart center to the place that is between the heart center and the navel, the solar plexus area, the center of the upper abdomen. We focus our attention, breathe in, and then we come. Last time. We shift our eyes from that center focus our attention upon the navel center. It's helpful to know that many of the infantile memory cells are formed around that place. When we were, as infants, got connected to another human being through the umbilical cord. And it's a place of very infantile memories. Sometimes it is helpful to remember our own mothers. Sometimes it can be helpful to remember Mother Goddess. And then we leave them, we breathe in and activate, energize, revitalize the energies around the navel center. So let's breathe in and then we count. Now we move to the gut center, which is about 4 centimeters below the navel. Once again, there's a lot of body connection at that place with other human beings. So if you can remember the earliest lullabies that were sung to you by some significant others, memories of them can be helpful. And then we leave them, we concentrate our attention upon the gut center. Then we breathe in and we count. Last time. We shift our attention from there and go to the last place where we will focus our attention to activate the energy that is around the sacrum, the lowest part of the spine, along the sacrum and the tailbone, and the entire energy field connected to that place. Once again, it's connected to the earth energy, the earliest of energies. So we breathe in, focus our attention upon the sacrum, and then we breathe out. By now we have activated practically all the energy fields in our own body system. I invite you at this time to pay attention to the entire spine, from the lowest part of the spine up to the crown. Even the inside space of the spine, we can visualize, is helpful. And now we want to hum a few more times. And the particular focus is to let go any negative energies that we have got activated in our own system. So I invite you at this time to remember, if you have any kind of frustration, disappointment, failures, just put you down. So we'll just remember them for a second, then we forget them. We pay attention to the energy, and then we breathe in, and then we come to let go the toxins of those frustrations. Last time. We recall for a second if any other kind of energy is connected to fears, the anxieties, nervousness, worries. We just remember them if any are surfacing, then we forget them, we pay attention to the energy and let the toxins of those energies move out of the system. So we breathe in and come a few more times. Last time. We shall take a moment to remember if there are any anger or hateful energies, hostility energies that hide within the system. It creates toxins within the body. So once again, we try to recall if any memories come. And then we let them go, pay attention to the energy. So we breathe in, wanting that energy to move out from the center of our being. So let's breathe in and then come. Last type. Pay attention to any kind of energies connected to loneliness, depression, sadness. They have another kind, different from other energies. So we just pay attention to them, and if there are any memories, we bring them to the surface. And since we have activated all the energies, we breathe out again to let them out. So let's breathe in, then we have. Last time. The last kind of energies we want to breathe out will be the energy of ego. For the experience of one's own self-realization, God experience, the biggest obstacle looks to be the power of the ego that blocks us. So we pay attention to that ego power within us, then we breathe in and come out those energies. Last time. By now the mind shall be relaxed because we have not thought any thoughts. Let the mind becomes empty and emptier. Let the heart becomes empty. Let the body becomes totally empty, relaxed. We have created an inner vacuum inside of us, emptiness, hollowness. And we watch that emptiness and the hollowness. And at the same time, we want to remember the presence of the divine in this form, God's energy, God's love that is floating around us, wrapping up our own bodies like the space. We know, God, you are here. And our bodies have become empty, hollow, and waiting. And into that waiting, maybe invite God. And as we invite God, it is helpful that we remember our own personal God, the God of our hearts, the God of our faith, whose Spirit can breathe into us newness and freshness of life and fill those entire empty spaces within us. We want to wake up to God's presence and the presence of my personal God. And When I become aware of the emptiness in my mind, we ask God, dear God, our minds are empty, waiting and longing for you. Enter into those empty spaces, merge with my inner space within my mind. May you fill my mind with your presence, with your peace, with your soothing, calming, healing energies. That all my brain cells that are relaxed and waiting be touched by the power of God, by the healing presence of the Divine. We let God fill those empty spaces with God's own presence. We pay attention to the inner space in our hearts. Our own hearts that can contain love to the full. Now that is empty, waiting with a hollowness within the heart. Dear God, we ask you to fill those places with your love. Let every cell in my heart that has let out all the toxins from it be filled with the divine love, with unconditional love, with a spiritual love that creates joy in my heart, with a total, complete, absolute way of being loved. I let my heart yield itself to be loved by God. Dear God, I ask you to pass on your energy to my gut center that may experience new energy, new vitality that can flow into my body, come into that empty spaces within my gut center. Let my entire body experience empowerment, new strength, new rejuvenation. All those inner spaces within my body now experience being filled up with the creational energy, with God's own energy. And we become aware of our own inner, invisible bodies, very similar to that of the Divine. We ask you, God, let my body that is waiting, longing for your entrance, please come into my body, into my invisible body, and fill it with your own energy of love and strength. And in the center of that being, you have given me your own image, the soul, my spiritual self. Dear God, come into my soul and hold that spiritual self and fill it with your self. Come into my soul, your divine melody. My soul waits, having no other energies except the longing that is naturally built into my soul's nature. Dear God, come and sing into my soul that original divine melody. May it seed your song into my soul. Let my soul merge into the melody. Let you, God, and my soul merge into one melody. Let my soul know you, giving that melody to me. Let my soul let you fill it with your own self. We shall conclude the meditation. So, aware of that divine energy within us, we shall rub our palms together. Feel the meditative energy, the center of the palms. And we bless our own eyes, face, mind. We shall do that 3 times. We shall stand up to conclude the meditation. Keep our left hand open to receive blessing from my companion, and with the right hand I pass on blessing to the one on the right. We are gently resting the palms in each other's hands so that the centers of the palms can meet, and let the energy from the heart flow to the hand, that we become at this time a meditative circle synergized into oneness. There will be one spiritual rhythm to our entire group. We shall go back to our own homes, bless our homes. Let every room receive, every bit of space there receive our blessing. We know that somehow the group energy travels with us as we move to our house back. And we particularly bless those who are not here and those who really need our prayers and attention, or anyone who is sick. We bless our neighbors, those who accept us and those who find hard to receive us, knowing that the only way to conquer non-love is by love. Dear God, we thank you for bringing us together to lead meditation. We ask you before we depart from this group energy to bless us with yourself. Fill our minds, hearts, bodies with your love, with your goodness, with your peace, with your abundance, prosperity, and all that you want to give us, and very especially the gift of love and peace. We pass on this gift to the one on the left, to the right. We raise our hands. May God be blessed.